started. Let's get the show started. Carrie's going to be moderator because Carrie wants all the power and all the control. You know how it is. There we go.
Always been that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm
How do I do that
sorry.
again? Hold on a sec. Carrie. Yeah. Hold on a second here. Make
That's so mean.
make host. There we go. Okay. Got it. Oh, hey. Sorry. This is the Mardox Daily Live Chat for December 14th,
Hi,
2016.
Denari.
We have me, Nelson Buck. There's Eugene. No, sorry. Eugene right there beside me. On the other side is Carrie. Right below me here is John. And then over there. No, sorry. I'm trying to get the camera thing done. Down in the bottom corner on the other side is Patsy. Okay, so now that I made it all funny, before we start, make sure that since you're already watching this video, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment and like our videos. We are giving away two $25 Amazon gift cards this month to two separate winners. So get in there and subscribe, like, and comment. Make sure you do all three. You then become eligible. We pull a draw at the end of the month, and two winners will win each a $25 Amazon gift card. We're not sure what's next month yet, but we'll come up with something when the time comes. So, just give me a second here. So, what do you guys want to talk about? I mean, there's so many topics we could like pull out of our hats.
No one has on a hat. Or maybe Eugene does. We can't see him.
We don't know about Eugene. That's it. I think Eugene has one of those little sun hats. Like, you remember Gilligan's Island?
Yeah.
I think he has one of those.
You know what an interesting topic is? When you join a program or sign up to a service or marketing system, then you should actually do something with it. Ah, Michael, hello, welcome.
Oh no! Quick, find a topic because Michael will bring up alien conspiracies. Hello, Michael. How are you today?
Pretty good.
Hi,
Yourself?
Michael.
Hi there.
There we go. Okay, so would we, John? What you were asking was, would we join a program or a system, and then what?
No, I wasn't asking. I was stating that when people join something, they should be active in whatever it is that they join. Because you know how we were talking about Click Track Profit, for instance, yesterday, right? Nick mentioned that yesterday, and I have, like Mardox, I have a pretty good downline in Click Track Profit as well, but most of the people don't log in.
They're not active, John. I'm the
Right.
same thing.
Yeah,
I
they're
have
not
like 30
active.
some referrals.
Yeah, and
Sorry
it's
about
like, I know how it is. We get carried away sometimes. We join stuff, but I mean, come on, just you have to focus and maybe join less things and concentrate on the things that you're already a member of, especially if it's a marketing system or something like that. No.
Yeah. Well, it also got to be active in the sense that, like, at Mardox, we make it a point to put up a lot of posts. Whenever this changes, we have a What's New section. When you first log into
Right.
the members area, there's tabs, and one of the tabs is What's New. It's really important
Right.
to watch that and read that. At the same time, on the side, on the right hand side of the screen, there's a What's New section with the 5 or 6, 7 latest topics. I think it's 5.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this because there's a lot of members. Like yesterday, we had one person scream bloody murder about the fact that there was changes done to PayPal. I since rectified the situation with the person and got them to go over to Payza. But I mean, in a 2 month or month and a half span, we have very clearly explained what's going on between PayPal and Payza. In that section, we also had videos. I also made a video about how to play in other people's sandboxes, etc. So be active. It's not just promote, but be active. Log in, read what's new, take the time. If you're going to be part of a site, take the time to be aware of what's going on in that site or that program.
At the very least.
Yeah, at the
At
very
the
least,
very
that's right. I've
I
got
mean, because
Nick, hello all. Nick's in here. Nick, if you want to come join in, it's the same URL as yesterday. Karen, do you want to give Nick a link? Nick can, I think, can come join in. I would think. And we also have Paul. Both Paul and Nick can come and join in. You guys want to talk live? Carrie, you want to give them the link on Skype?
I didn't see Nick. Where do you see Nick? Is he listening or?
No, he's on the chat room, the chat section of the live at YouTube.
Ah,
Yeah, and Nick. Nick, if you've got the link from yesterday, it's the same link as yesterday's. I can't give out the link. See if Paul wants to come in, and Paul can.
Carrie can give it to him in his Skype room.
Yeah, that's it. And the only reason why I didn't want to give it out verbally is because today is not a day where everybody that's free, and it's not open house. Fridays and Saturdays are open house. So we keep it simple.
who do you want me to give it out to? Paul?
Paul in our group is in there if he wants to come in. And like I said, Nick, if you can get a hold of Nick and have him join in, I'd love to hear what Nick has to say on a topic of John. This would be great. So I'm hoping Nick is hearing me. And he just got on Skype. There we go. See, this is network efficiency. There's a 30-second lag, but people are actually doing stuff. You see, they're paying attention. What we're talking about, pay attention, be active.
Cool.
No, that's great, John. What programs have you seen where people are joining up underneath you and they're not doing anything after signing up? Have you seen that a lot on your end?
Yeah, well, I know, like I said, in ones I stay closer to, I don't have many anymore because I started to focus on like marketing systems and stuff. And my main ones at the moment that I have the problem with are Click Trap Profit and Mardox, because you have people joining and then not doing anything.
What if you had a way
And,
to monetize your
kind of besides, it defeats the purpose.
Patsy, I think I'm going to mute you.
your downline and earns you
Yeah,
money?
because somebody's playing an autoplay a video. Go ahead, Carrie. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so because we see a lot of Mardox. People sign up, they join up, they do the whole thing, they upload their photo, and a couple of days later they don't do anything anymore. And then they get the email that says, please make sure to stay an active member. Make sure you at least log in once. They come in, they click the link, they log in, they're gone again for another week. So we see a lot of that, a lot of people doing that. I just don't know if it's they're not active or is it because they just got too much stuff going on their plates.
That might be, that they have a lot going on, but people really need to try to focus a bit. And because it does feel good to join things and not do anything.
Yeah, what do you think, Michael? You're big on that too, on the whole activity thing.
Yeah, it's a big problem though. It seems that people are either too busy to get involved, and like you say, they join and then they forget about it. I mean, there's a lot of active, and then there's no action whatsoever.
That's right. Or what I've seen a lot of is, here's a link, promote it. They throw a link out there, and it's like, hey, I haven't earned $1 million. I haven't earned anything in a week, so give up on it. And on the back end, it's a lot of resource that we spend as administrators to maintain the site and make sure it works and stuff. It's sometimes it's frustrating to see 3,000 members, only 100 actually doing anything.
Yeah, people have to get out of the mentality that you join something and you click a few buttons and all of this money starts pouring in, and actually get involved in things and do stuff. And it's a learning curve, and it takes you have to be motivated and stuff like that, and you really have to want to do your best to get some things done.
What about you, Carrie? I know you're moderating. You've got the finger on the button today going, who do I kick next?
No, that was just yesterday.
Oh, that was yesterday. Okay.
So, Patsy would like to talk about how to get people in your team active, and I think that's a really good topic. What do you think? Any ideas?
Go ahead.
So
let's unmute Patsy, as long as she's not surfing and chatting at the same time.
Yeah. I can unmute her.
It says,
She can
it
unmute
says-
herself for that matter. I'm not like you clicked the button at the same time, didn't you? I'm not holding Patsy down.
I got caught.
Yeah. So I think we all have that, Patsy. Everybody comes in and half the people don't do anything.
I'm a team leader over at Click Track Profit. In fact, Carrie was on my team, and she, because of the lack of activity, she had to go someplace where she could get more activity. And I've offered rewards. What all the things did I do, Carrie?
Oh yeah, we were in that group trying to get people to talk, and yeah,
And they're not surfing either.
they're not surfing or anything, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same. It's the same thing with the Mardox chat room on Skype, the one we had before today. There's over 60 people in there, and there's never more than 2 or 3 people ever talking at once. It becomes a dead room. Nobody saying anything. Nobody doing anything.
Well, with Skype, I'll be honest, I'm in a lot of Skype rooms.
Yeah, me too.
And I just kind of run down the list, and if I see something, I try and chat, but I am in a lot of Skype rooms.
Yeah.
Do you see a lot of activity compared to ours? Do you see a lot of activity? I saw one today. I was Paul that showed me it. It was just going nuts. One post after another. Within the time that I set it on the open video here before we started, about 2 screens worth of text just flew by.
Yeah. There are some rooms that are quite active, and and some rooms that are quite dead. And
I guess like our room has typically been kind of moderate. We've gotten in there and joked around with each other sometimes.
Yeah.
But it is Patsy's team situation. I don't really know, unless maybe we started sending messages every day to them or something. But
I even tried that, Carrie.
Yeah.
I asked for a response.
Yeah.
That's important too. You can send messages every day, but you can't bore them either. Giving out prizes. I'll give you an example. We get just shy of 1,600 subscribers on our YouTube channel. We're giving out prizes. I say it every day, and I see people come in. They'll subscribe. They'll like. They'll comment on one video. The next video after, they don't do anything. So I don't think it's just the traffic exchange rooms.
Go ahead, tear it up, Nelson.
All right, what did he do?
I got to start some drama here. Here, I'm going to put my gangster hat on.
Put your hat on.
There you go.
Well,
my hair.
Cat is coming.
There's cat.
There's the cat.
I washed my hair with some really good shampoo
look
yesterday.
at
My hair
Michael
just
has a
keeps
hat on
flopping
there.
in front of my eyes.
I like Microsoft.
Oh, there we go. There's Michael, Mr. Cowboy.
Got the hat on.
Now we have the law in our group.
But back to the topic. Really, actually, it's not the team leader's job to get people to participate. It's the team leader's job to encourage people, but it's not the team leader's responsibility to run after people and say, hey, like in the case of Click Track Profit on the surfing teams, it's not the job of the team leader to be running after people and saying, hey, surf, or whatever, because that's supposed to be why you're on the team. And in the beginning, when Click Track TGP teams started, it was really exciting, and there was a lot of networking going on. But I guess it got normal.
I think we're bored.
Yeah.
I think the team concept is boring now.
I think so.
We've got 5 or 6 that are always at the top.
Yeah.
We've got maybe 10 that very seldom do anything, and then we've got mid ground.
Yeah.
And we're bored with the team concept.
Yeah. Something happened and it just fizzled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I
Sorry, everybody watching the show. I don't mean to cut anybody off. I'm trying to organize the screen so we have the videos and the live chat showing up, but I'm making this look totally terrible. There we go. There, now we got 2 columns of videos and 1 chat window. If you guys want to chat and say something, keep it nice. I got 2 people on the chat side. Keep it nice, keep it clean. You can type it. It's being recorded live, so there we go. Okay, back to what we're saying.
So it's the same thing with like Mardox. I might have a lot of downline, but most of them are not active. And then a lot of people are getting members under them, but they're staying free and they're not even logging in.
Yeah.
And it comes down to the same thing. We can't make people do it.
Right.
Yeah, you can't be babysitting.
I guess it's a numbers game, right? You just have to keep promoting and keep plugging at it, and eventually
Yeah, someone
people can
mentioned.
come in and stick with it. I mean, I do have a few members that are here for the long term that I'm quite happy about. Like Michael's underneath me, and there's
And those are the ones you concentrate on. Someone mentioned that before in a different. I think I was in a Skype room once talking about that. That was kind of the topic, and I said, well, the thing was, well, how do you get your inactive members to be active? And you don't. You concentrate on the ones that are active, and you keep bringing in as much people as you can, because this is why we need so many numbers. This is why we need the 1,000, let's say, to get to those 2 or 3 who are going to actually do something, and work with them and try to repeat that.
You see, but John, what the problem is, I think, basically, most of the people, they come in, they think there's no work to be done. And I think that's what the problem is. They don't understand that you have to work at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it comes down to, how do you encourage people if they don't, if they think it's already a gold ring or, whatever. They've got that shiny object in front of them, but they don't understand that they have to put work into it. I mean, it doesn't have to, it doesn't have to be like work the whole week. Make some time, an hour or 2 hours a day or whatever, but at least to show that there's a certain activity in the site. I've noticed that a lot of people also, even if you send them an email, they don't reply to you.
Right.
They've joined up under you, but they don't reply.
Yeah.
And, they become inactive, but then how do you bring them back? You can't, because they probably changed their email or they're totally off the list,
Yeah.
And it's very hard. It's like I say, they have to put the work into it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a big misconception that, you have nothing to do, but, and this is why I talk a lot about putting integrity back into the industry, because there's so much out there telling people that, okay, you join and we'll put members under you and blah, 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 and this and that. Well, what's the use of joining something if you don't have to do anything? And it doesn't make sense. And people have to realize that we're supposed to be in business here, and in order for a business or even a club, in order for a club or a sports team or anything like that to function and be successful, the members of that team must perform and must, do things. And for some reason, people think that's not, like you said, Michael, people think it's not necessary, and I don't know why.
Paul's saying that honesty is a better word, he thinks. Yeah, honesty. That there's so little of that on the internet lately. Am I right?
Yeah. And I think that one way that we're really trying to engage our members is by doing this show. We're here live every day.
Exactly.
And you can either message us on YouTube end of it or come in and talk to us.
In fact, I was saying to Carrie and a couple of people yesterday, I get frustrated because I want to do I do these shows. I say I because I'm the one that has to set up all the software. Okay, just gonna take a step back for a second. The streaming software we have to pay for a license for. We have to pay a license for Zoom because it's such a big account. So there's 2 licenses there to pay. I got to pay for a fiber optic line here, and it's a small amount of bandwidth, so there's limitations. So there's fees involved. And then every time we do this show, there's about a half hour to 40 minutes before the show starts. I got to get all this set up. You know, make sure everything works, check all the, like that one episode where nobody could hear me. I was sitting there flapping my lips and there's no audio. Mike, you saw that one, right?
Yes, I did. I was very impressed with what you were saying.
Yeah. Just I was saying it so well that nobody could hear, could understand me. Hear me.
Hey, don't forget I had my dog ears on. I heard everything you were saying.
Okay, good. You know, so what I'm gonna do one of these days, and probably next week, I just gotta find a time and place to do it. I'm gonna set up a camera over here, aimed at my workstation, and I'm gonna record everything I do through one of my work days. And you may not see what I'm doing and stuff like that, but then, well, I'm gonna speed it up through a time lapse for a video we're gonna put on YouTube. And as we go through, I'll put all the tasks that I was doing on those different sections of the video, and hopefully somebody will take a look at it and say, "Hey, wow, there really is a lot of work involved doing all this." You know?
Yeah.
I can't remember why I brought that up. Oh yeah, no, yeah, because one person had mentioned to us that. To me, that what we do is pathetic and not worth doing. It was very condescending, and it's like the person had no clue what is put in behind the scenes. How much work Kerry puts in trying to get people in. How much work that John puts in doing all this, the spell checking and reviewing of our site. How much work I put in. My daughter too. I have her workstation is just here behind me here, and she does all the video editing, and stuff like that. And then all the courses I'm learning, such as the Android, programming the Android application, so Mardox can have an actual app for her phone. Lately, I've been learning video graphics editing on using GIMP, and there's a lot to learn there. There's a lot of us put in, and we don't necessarily ask for a payback. All this is volunteer work. Like none of us on this chat today are being paid to be here today.
What? You mean I'm not being paid?
Well, we'll talk about your 10 cents every time you raise your cup.
Hey, I thought I'd get 10 cents too. What is this all about?
No. We're going to go broke.
All the cups come out here.
That's right.
Yeah, where's yours, Carrie?
Patsy a cup.
Where's yours, Carrie?
On the desk over there. You want me to move?
Yeah, Patsy. Yeah, GIMP is difficult, but you got to understand how it works. It's not a question of difficult. It's tricky. As soon as you find out how it works, it goes well.
Maybe tedious is a different word.
Yeah, like I did for Nick, which is in the chat live here. I did his. I got his headshot. I cut out all the background, sent it back to him. I think I blew his mind with that. And we'll wait 30 seconds to see what his result is here by the time he hears that part of the video. And then like the other day, my daughter had a photo taken where she had her hands like this in a shot, but a little red dot right here on her arm. Oh, I had there you go. Now you just posted it. I had to go in and basically airbrush her arm. So now it's like my daughter's now a celebrity because now her photos are now officially airbrushed. Great shot. Now, before anyone goes any further, I don't do the headshot editing for free for everybody. It's if we're going to put you in the thumbnail. I don't want 1,000 people to come to me and say, "Can you take the background out of my 50,000 photos that I have?" I don't do that kind of stuff. John,
but you know how.
John, I'm working on yours. Hey, we don't have Ernie in today. Ernie didn't show up today. Oh well.
Not so far.
Affleck.
Okay.
And so anybody else have topics? I mean, we talked about integrity, honesty. Paul, if you can give us a suggestion for a chat topic, would be great today. Today's a day with no topics.
Well, I was thinking of talking about Skype a little bit today.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, what about it?
I was thinking that we should talk about Skype etiquette a little bit. So, one thing to do in Skype is to type a message, "Hey, are you available?" or whatever. That's kind of like being courteous. There's also the Skype etiquette in Skype rooms. you know.
Yeah.
Well, going back to the first point, yeah. Before you start a Skype conversation with somebody, send a text, type a text, and say, "Are you available to talk? Do you have time? Do you have this?" Start the conversation, and then ask, "Is it okay if we do a video chat or a voice chat?" I don't know how many times I have to decline the call because I'm right in the middle of something and somebody's calling me on Skype. They
Yeah.
don't even bother to say, "Hey, do you have time? I have a question about something."
And you don't even know who that person is.
Oh, I know who they are.
That
I know who
same
they are.
thing goes.
I've hung up on John. I've hung up on John before, and
Yeah.
it's just because I was right in the middle of something else.
Yeah.
You know, and then I called back John. I said, "Ask me if I'm available first because I was out in the middle of something."
He's just getting revenge because I hung up on him before. That's all.
That and because you're cheating on me out on other programs like Click Track Profit.
Yeah. Hey, Click Track Profit is the reason I'm still around. So be happy.
Wait a minute. Let's not cut Click Track Profit. I cut my
Click Track
teeth.
Profit is the reason I'm still around. Like I said.
We're gonna start.
Yeah.
We're gonna start baseball teams. The Mardox team and Click Track Profit team. We'll start. We'll play baseball against each other.
Okay.
Click Track Profit really showed me the ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah, I gotta admit, they have a lot of integrity when it comes to that. They are really good. I've got
John
nothing against them.
Olson is the reason I'm around today. Still.
Yeah, but John, you said you were gonna jump. You live in a basement. You can't jump out the window from a basement.
What a bet.
You want to bet?
I don't know what you're talking about down there, but
John was saying that this is the only reason why he's still around. In other words, he came to the end of his rope and then he was going to end it all.
Okay.
But suddenly Click Track Profit came along and he saved
I thought you were talking about John Olson, and I'm like, what?
You lost Carrie there. That's it.
Yeah, you lost me. I'm sorry.
And then Mardox came along and enlightened John.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to start a cult, everybody. Stay tuned.
Yeah, and when you're asking somebody to be your friend on Skype, it might be a good idea to include like where you know them from, why you want to be their friend. Because I've gotten a lot of Skype requests lately, and I'm not even adding them unless I know them because I've had some bad experiences with people on Skype wanting to do things that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. When people, when people send me Skype requests, a lot of them, I can kind of see that, it's not on the up and up, and I just delete it.
Yeah.
But sometimes if I'm not sure, I'll ask why they want to connect with me, and sometimes they don't answer, so I'll delete them. And sometimes they do answer and say, "Oh yeah, I just discovered Skype and I saw your profile." And one is usually girls, women, and I like, and on purpose, I changed my Skype profile to say happily married, and that
I know it doesn't seem to matter anymore.
It didn't do any good, and so I just, and especially you have ones, right, in their profile it will say they're from the United States, okay, and then as they're typing, you'll see that they'll use a lowercase I instead of an uppercase I. And stuff like, stuff that lets you know that English is definitely not their mother tongue and stuff. So you can't really believe what the profile thing says. And I don't have time for that. And if somebody wants to talk about marketing or English or whatever, yeah, but all the other stuff, you tell them you're married and they still just keep, so I don't have time for that.
Yeah, like if they say, "Do you want to have a good time?" and post a link, good time to delete them.
Exactly.
Another thing you really got to watch out for is hacking on Skype. And the best way I can say it is do not click on a link that you're not expecting.
Yeah, exactly. Especially
any link, if your username is on the end of that link, really don't click on it.
Yeah.
I have been hacked before doing that.
Yeah. That's well. What I tell members is this: if you want me to go to a website, say, hey, now type in, hey, Nelson, go look at this website. And because the hacker will never take the time to put my name in the text. So I'll write a message. I'll say, hey, John, go take a look at this. Click. There's a web address. At least you know it's for you. It's somebody who wrote it to you.
Yeah, but if I wasn't having a conversation with you before you put that link in there, I still wouldn't click on it.
Well,
Yeah, but if I said, hey, Carrie, go look at this
No,
link.
because sometimes the hackers do put your name.
yeah, they sure do.
Well, then
They
that
sure
means what? That means Skype is giving out private information?
No, it's like they'll hack somebody's
They hack somebody's
Skype.
account that knows you, and then your name's up there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Well, I always make it a point to put the actual name in there.
But that's not like a good enough protection to just like the best protection is just don't click on a link. If I'm in doubt of a link that's being sent to me, I'll pick up the phone and if I get your voice on the other end and you're saying, yeah, I sent you that link, then I'll click on it.
Or contact the person on another medium if you can.
Yeah.
If you can't pick up the phone and call them, contact them on another medium.
That's it.
And
That's it.
they sent you that link.
So
because
on to the next part of Skype, group etiquette.
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
You have to, when you're in a group, I'm sorry, I didn't mean
Go
to
ahead, go ahead.
interrupt. Yeah. When you're in a group, it depends on what type of group that you're in. If you're in an internet marketing or networking group or whatever, it's okay, we have fun. And like in Mardox, we have fun, we joke around and stuff. But we need to remember, that we're supposed to be in a professional environment and we're supposed to be networking and we're supposed to be helping each other improve in our network marketing stuff and everything. And, other people, new people coming into the room, they might not be aware of this whole sense of everything. And they see you joking around and talking about stuff that has nothing to do with online marketing and this and that and the other thing. And they don't take you seriously and they will leave and maybe they won't even seriously consider your service or program or stuff anymore.
Yeah. Patsy, you said you got something to go to. No problem. If you got to go ahead. We'll catch you on the next meeting. Okay, Patsy?
Bye, Patsy.
Bye,
Take
guys.
care, Patsy.
Here, Patsy.
Patsy has stuff more important than ours.
That's okay. We love her anyway.
Oh yeah, for sure. Patsy's cool. Patsy's cool. I would hate to get her mad because I get the impression if you got her mad, she doesn't have a bark, but she probably has a hell of a bite.
Yeah.
Nelson, I have a question for you.
Right?
Shoot.
Well, the question is, I've noticed that you've changed the URL. Mardox, it's more of a personalized URL.
That's right.
How do I put a tag to it? Because every time it gets verified, it doesn't accept the URL with the tag on it.
Oh, with the tag on it? Well, okay, what you got to do is, let me put it in text here. I'll explain it in a second here. I'm going to do a video on how to do all the editing of this stuff. What's yours? What's your username, Michael?
MJ Kustra.
MJ?
KUSTRA.
KUSTRA.mardox.com. Then you would go /index.php ? Tag equals hello and then the world. So in the text section that I just posted here, you'll see how I wrote it. That's how it would have to show up. With the http:// at the beginning.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, what Michael's referring to is I want to try to get. I'm going to bring the chat up here. There's nothing delicate in here. No, okay. I'm going to bring the chat in here. What Michael's talking about is his domain name. Now, I'm showing this to the public here, not to you guys. What he's referring to is his domain name. mjkustra.mardox.com is his custom link now because Michael is a paid member and he has a customized third-level domain that he can promote just that. But if he wants to add it on, he'll have to add on index.php ? Here and then tag equals the same as the other URL, but has to add on all the extra stuff. Why did we create these third-level domains? It's so that our members can have a little bit more uniqueness when it comes to our website, and not to promote the same the same long URL as everybody else is promoting. So, Michael, you got that set up, and how do you feel about having your customized link? Do you find it's better or?
Oh, it's much easier to remember.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I like it.
You know,
Yeah,
it's definitely much easier.
instead-
But to me, it would be also to cut the sound out, which you showed one time. So once I include that,
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the end,
autoplay. Yeah, autoplay. So instead of tag, you would at the end of that you would write if you're gonna have tag in there, then at the end of everything I wrote it would be and auto auto. How do you spell auto? Auto play equals one.
AUTO.
I believe one is sound is on and zero is sound is off. I believe so.
That's
If you don't
correct,
want
yeah.
sound, you got to put the sound autoplay equals 0. So that would be the next switch. See, every section every command is called a switch. It's on or off. Tag is an example of a switch, and it's just feeding commands to our API, which I'm still building, and I will put a video up which will explain how to do all this. I'm hoping I can do it by the beginning of the new year because the script, the API isn't done yet. We're still working on that.
okay. So I'll wait until it's all put in then, Nelson.
Yeah, well, it still works. It's just it's not finished. There's some stuff that other members want put in to have it look a little better. Like they want to be able to block countries. They want to be able to block traffic exchanges so that if somebody takes your link and throws your link on a different traffic exchange, then you don't get traffic from those. It's kind of weird, but some people don't want traffic from some areas. You know, so it's like, I'll respect it, no problem. We'll get traffic from those places another time. Are we still going on with the Skype concept? Because I got a question here. I got Nick and Paul in the chat. They're talking about a traffic exchange. It's called the LFMTE. Does anybody know what that is?
The script.
That's
that's
a
a
traffic
script.
exchange, right?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
script for
that's a
traffic
script.
exchanges.
Okay, do you guys know anything about it? Because they're talking about how when they don't answer support tickets, how they were basically punished because of PayPal. You know, I'd like it if Nick or somebody could get in and talk a little bit more about it. It'd be cool. I know Paul's talking about it.
I know
Nick,
of it.
come on in and talk about it.
Yeah, I know I've heard of the script and all that. I know they also have one for traffic. They got one for also email. I believe it's Ted Gross and some other guy. What the hell's the guy's name? Josh something.
Yeah, the names sound familiar. They sound familiar. That's yeah. It would be great if Nick came in. I know Nick. He's busy. He's a busy guy. He can get in here and chat for 2 seconds and trying to encourage him to get in. Yeah, okay. And Nick doesn't know much about it. It's more Paul. We'd have to get Paul in here. And
Well, Paul, come on in.
yeah. Did you give him the
common.
link, Gary, to the room? Gary?
Yeah, I can. He didn't want it.
Oh, okay. Because it'd be cool if you got in and talked to us. It'd be
Which
it'd be
Paul are
neat.
y'all talking about?
So what else is there? What else is there?
Which Paul are you guys talking about?
Huh?
Which
Oh.
Paul are you guys talking about?
Paul
What's his last name?
on the chat here. Paul.
GER Mania.
Yeah.
Mania.
Yeah.
Bright Morning Star.
Germania.
Okay, no.
Can you?
What Paul are you
I know
talking
you.
about, John?
I talked to another Paul, and yeah, he didn't have time either.
And let's go with that while we're waiting, or while we're waiting for finish guilt tripping all these people because there is a 30-second delay. There was a topic with Kerry that came up, and I don't want nobody to get upset in this, but it is a situation, it is a problem, and it's got to be dealt with. And I think it's a problem worthy of making a video all its own for training. I think it's one of those topics we can put into the training system for Mardox. Carrie is a very docile person. Carrie is very passive. She doesn't want to upset anybody. She doesn't want to have anybody. She doesn't want to rub anybody wrong. That's just her personality. There's other people out there like myself. If I have somebody who's going to be in a group and I'm going to offer a product or service to them, and I got no hesitation saying, hey, come join this program, And there's times it happens. I refer someone to Mardox not realizing, oh my God, I'm in a group. That person would maybe have been invited by Carrie, and I said, "Hey, come join up, and here's my link." So at one point, I've given up giving up my link because I dominate the room often, you know. But it happened yesterday. Nick joined in yesterday's chat. Nick joined and said in the video. Now this is Nick's choice. He said, "Okay, John, I got your link. I'm going to join up underneath you at Mardox."
You know why that is? You know why that happened? Was
Probably because he
I
knows you.
no, because I had talked to him before. That's why he had
No,
me.
but there's no hard feelings. What happened
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, what
No,
happened
no, but
happened.
it is good to get John let John
Okay,
tell
okay,
what
go ahead.
happened.
No, the thing about it is he didn't just like pick me over Carrie. I think he was being respectful of the fact that I had given him a link already some time ago.
Okay.
I had spoken to him about Mardox some time ago, and that's probably why he said he would join under me, because he received the link from me initially, and
Okay,
that's
that's fine. That's fine.
yeah, and that's why he did that.
No, but I'm not judging anybody. I'm not. There's no judgment here. I'm gonna come to the point.
Yeah.
So in this situation, Nick, on his own, in yesterday's video, he chose to sign up under John. That's his choice. That's between John and him and God. Carrie then explained to me that, you know, Nick was brought in by Carrie. So there's a conflict where one person can join up under two separate people. Thanks, Jackie. Say hi to the group, Jackie.
Hello.
Hi, Jackie.
Get in here and say hi. Show your
Hi,
face.
Jackie's hand.
Show your face. Go ahead, bend down. There you go. There's Jackie.
Hi. How you doing?
Jackie's my personal secretary today. She went and made me a fresh cup of coffee.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah, that's it.
Now go ahead and pour it over his head.
So yeah, there you go. So what I'm getting at is this: I'm not trying to raise a firestorm here, because it's almost what it sounds like, but it's not the case. If you're a user, a member, and you're going to bring somebody into Mardox, give me some sites, people. Give me some site names, quick. Click Track Profit. Any traffic exchange, any Skype room, anything where the person you're going to bring in is potentially going to be exposed to other people selling other products that you're part of. Be proactive and get that person to sign up under you first to those websites. Okay? So like I was telling Carrie today, and I think it's really important. I think it's something in training. We got to do this, because this is not just Carrie. This is other people out there in our membership that get upset when someone signs up under somebody else. And I cannot be the one that goes in and changes people around, because it will mess up the system. You know? There we go.
Hey,
And we're there. There's Nick. Hi, Nick. Then you see now, Nick's joined in now, because now he's going, hey, wait a minute, I'm going to join in here. I'm going to set this straight, right, Nick? So
I feel terrible. I didn't mean to screw anything up.
No. No one screwed anything up. Like I said, there's no one going to be upset. The way it is the way it is. But
Nelson's just making trouble. That's all.
Yeah, look. We had a firestorm yesterday in the group. I got to start another one. I need the drama. So what I'm saying is this: if
You don't have enough daughters?
I've already moved out, one's always busy, one barely shows up. It's like,
You're bored.
One says, "Daddy, I love you," in that certain way, and then
You take out the wallet and say, how much do you need? Right?
Yeah,
Just take it. So what I'm saying is this: if not based on I was just using yesterday as an example, but if you're in a situation where you got to bring other people into a group, a site, a room, and you're afraid that person could be stolen, be aggressive. Tell that person to sign up underneath you, and then bring them in. At least then they're signed up under you, under at least your most important programs. Like Carrie's most important program is Mardox. There you go. You see. But if it's Click Track Profit, then get them to go join Click Track Profit first, and then introduce these people to all the other organizations. That way you don't lose your primary downline.
Or better yet, have everybody go to your blog.
I see where you're coming from, Patrick. That's my son's name. I see where you're coming from, Nelson, in one perspective, but in the other perspective, you don't want to come across as just wanting to get someone to join programs. and stuff, right?
No, I understand that
And
too.
yeah, and what you're talking about, it's a thing. It's a matter of principle
Yeah,
and stuff. And this principle, though, it needs to be on all sides of the playing field
yeah,
because when you're playing a team sport, right? And you know, and both teams they have to play fairly.
yeah.
And you have people in this industry they don't quite play fairly, and this is something that needs to be talked about as well.
Well, I think what John, let me see if I understand clear. You're talking about yesterday and also sniping, correct?
No, 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 no. I'm not referring to yesterday at all. I'm referring to the fact that, let's say, you know, let's say I talk to someone about Mardox, right? And initially I talked to this person some weeks ago about click track profit and stuff. And then they didn't seem to be interested.
I'm in trouble.
And next time we talked about that kind of stuff, I talked to them about Mardox. Now I'm not going to try to encourage them to join ClickTrap Profit first and then join under Mardox because I don't want to come across as some kind of pusher. You see
No,
what
no,
I'm
no,
saying?
no. I understand, but
Yeah.
it's not shameful to have somebody sign up under say your
No,
flagship
no, you're
program that
right.
you're running.
You're true. You're right.
Yeah.
And maybe when you talk to someone about it, you say, "Hey, look, now, if you get into the Skype room or whatever, people might try to get you to join under them and give me the courtesy to join. I talk to you about it."
Right, right. That's
But
understandable. Now,
I'm okay. I'm okay with if I encourage someone to come and check out a program. And somebody had talked to them about the program before, but could not really convince them to take the time and really check it out and see the value of it. And they do it because I invited them to take a closer look at it, and they did. I'm okay if they join under that other person because that other person is the one that went through the trouble to get them interested in it in the first place.
right. And if you look at Mardox, our system, the first person that referred you, you're locked into that person. So,
That's usually how it is on other programs,
right,
isn't it?
right. So,
You
if
mean I'm
John,
locked into John?
Hi.
what was
I'm
that?
sorry, Nick.
That's how you're fighting.
Well, yesterday was not a case of sniping. I just want to touch on the case on the concept of sniping.
Yeah,
Yesterday was
sure.
not a case of sniping. Nick chose to sign up under John. That's fine. That's Nick's prerogative. That they're buddies. That's fine. And there, in a couple of videos back, we talked about sniping, and I just want to touch
Right.
on it. Sniping is when you have somebody invite persons A, B, and C into a room, and person D decides to say, "Oh, hey, yeah, look, these are new. This is new meat, new prey."
Yeah,
They come in, hey, sign up to this, sign up to that, sign up to this, and but they're
yeah.
not. These are not even people that came into the room under person D. You
I
see?
see what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
there wasn't a case of sniping. So you don't want to do sniping. Invite
yeah.
people in. Make sure they're your downline. Make sure they're your invites before you convince them to sign up to programs. But like John says, you got to play fair. You've got to be mature, and you're not going to go far if you just start stealing people from other people. You're going to be looked at as a real jerk,
Yeah.
or jerkette. Let's keep it fair, right?
Let's keep it politically correct. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Keep it all PC. What do you think, Mike? How do you feel about that?
Well, sniping, I find you shouldn't be doing it in the first place. But I think what the problem is really, if you invite people and they join with somebody else, you shouldn't be upset about it because maybe they did a better job selling it, selling the program than you did. You're not really losing anything. And at the same time, what happens, I find, is that you could have said something to somebody and then he sees that program again under a different person's name, and he'll definitely sign with that person if he's interested.
Yeah, there's
I
that.
really don't
There's that.
mind,
Yeah.
So it just proves to you that we have to work a little bit harder.
That's
What
it.
can I
Yeah,
say?
you
Also,
should maybe get in touch because at Mardox, we don't have really a division between trees. If you look at the way it's structured, yes, nobody crosses branches, but we've got so many systems set up like the Skype chat room, Facebook. There's the Twitter account. There's this here, and all these platforms that we're using essentially could or actually promotes cross lineage, and
That's
that's the
right.
problem. But there's nothing wrong with contacting another person in Mardox group and say, how did you get that person to join? I've tried for 6 months. I couldn't get him to join. Maybe I can learn from you. That is
they had
also,
a bigger they had a bigger weapon, you know.
yeah, that's it. Like,
But Carrie, Carrie mentioned something very important. She said, "Get them to sign up to your blog."
yeah,
And I've been, I've been focusing on some of the stuff that we've been talking about, and I've been reading in the other Skype rooms. And you know what I realized? I realized today or yesterday, late evening, was that I didn't have a subscription form on my blog.
Mm.
And I thought, wow, okay. And what reminded me of it was Nick's blog, as a matter of fact. And I wait a minute.
yeah, that caught my
I
attention
have
when
a
I posted a
subscription
comment
form
today.
on my. Say what?
I posted a comment on Nick's blog. I just wrote
Yeah,
"wow,"
yeah,
and
yeah.
it brought me through a whole system of subscribing, and it was really neat. And you're
Did you
Yeah.
get
using
your new
WordPress,
blog,
correct?
Nick?
Sorry?
You're using
Did you get your
WordPress.
new blog?
Probably because I do have a place for you to sign up, but I think that's part of the new process that we're putting in
Yeah,
place.
I liked it. I liked it.
And I don't know why I hadn't thought about that. And so I had to teach myself how to do that using, WordPerfect, and I found a
WordPress.
program, WordPress, sorry, and I because yeah, with a particular autoresponder that I have that I haven't really used a whole lot, there was a WordPress plug-in for it,
Yep.
and so I set it up.
So how hard was it for you to set that up, John? In terms of like,
It wasn't really hard. It just I had to be patient and read through the stuff.
yeah, that's right.
Admit,
That
I could I could be
would hang me up for days.
I can be quite impatient. You know how you watch a video, you're trying to learn how to do this and that, and you want them to talk faster and show the pictures faster so you can go ahead and get your stuff done
Yeah.
and blah blah blah. But it doesn't work that way
Yeah.
because I had to watch the stuff. I had to watch something 2 or 3 or 4 times. And this one particular, I used Mailchimp because it's something that I had signed up for a while back. And I still haven't figured it out too much. And anyway, but I watched they had some videos about it, and they took you through it step by step. And I was a good boy and a patient boy, and I paid attention, and I did it. And I was like, because I'm not Mr. Hey, tech person or whatever.
Yeah.
Now I'm happy when I do something simple like
What was that background noise?
Yeah, we got somebody with background news. Who is that one?
That's me.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick
it's
has a
me.
rabid dog in the background there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so
No,
so
I'm
now
happy.
you're on your way to building your list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, because that's another thing. We talk about list building, to build your list and build your list. And what I've come to realize is that, well, okay, I have like multiple lists, and they're lists in different programs, and then I've used different autoresponders before. Stopped using one autoresponder not because I wanted to stop using it, but because my wallet said I had to stop using it and stuff like that.
Right.
And so anyway, and then I learned, and this is something else I learned from Click Track Profit. You if you have the right kind of autoresponder, if you have the right kind of autoresponder program, you can learn how to subdivide, and there are terms for it that I can't remember right now. But you learn about all that, because we have to remember one there's not just one big list. You know, we have a lot, and this is something that I would like those who know a whole lot more about this stuff than I do to talk about more, because it's more. Because I think sometimes people get the impression that you're only building one list.
Yeah, yeah, you can subdivide, and I've done it before. You get
Subdivide.
you get a list of 100 people, and then you're selling to, say, you got to be careful. You got to be really careful. You're selling to a list, or you're promoting to a list, say for affiliate marketing sign up. Then your next product, you're going to want to set a product along the lines of close to affiliate marketing signups, but for example, how to build on your affiliate marketing technique. So you might want to say give away an ebook or something.
Yeah.
In that list, you have those people sign up for that ebook to create a new list. That's a sub list of the main list. Now, if you get a good program, you can keep track of who's signed up to both lists, the main one and the sub one. And then you want to send out to your main one. You want to send out another ebook, for example, how to build a custom landing page. There's another ebook, another list. Now you got a group of people from the main list that are interested in how to build custom landing pages. Another list on how to what was the first ebook I said? I forgot it now. I forgot it. But the idea is that you got two lists.
The ebook about Alzheimer's.
Yeah. So you you got the main list of 100 people, but you might have 30 on one and 20 on the other. But now you've got two lists that are more targeted. One, affiliate marketing, and second, the subcategory or the subtopic. Now you're getting more targeted. So going down to custom landing pages, you might want to get into, say, how to do your own custom web design. You see, now there's a whole group right there. And as you go through, you can make money with this by selling access on the third, fourth, and fifth time around. You can sell access to people to content that's relative to what they're doing. The more relative it is, the more your sales are going to be valuable.
Yeah,
it's true. So
you know what?
So John's,
you know what else is really
John's
cool?
on his way to building an empire here.
Yeah, you know what else is really cool? Is when your wife surprises you with homemade cookies.
Or daughter gives you coffee.
Yeah, she's brownie points.
I expect to see my Mardox mug with cookies in it.
I'll work on that.
Yeah,
I got coffee in it right now. Okay.
Oh wow! Yeah. She brought you cookies while you were trying to talk. I wonder if she's trying to tell you something.
It's like, get off the internet so I can use it.
Shut up.
Wait, John. We went out of our way to get you a laptop. Do you at least let your wife use it? At least.
She doesn't wanna.
They say they don't want it, but you know they do.
She's a PC person. She loves her desktop.
She likes her desktop computer, huh?
Yeah, she doesn't want a laptop. I made her get a smartphone, and that took a lot.
It took me 3 years to get my mom to have a cell phone of her own. So yeah, that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
My dad has one.
Yeah, we get it.
He never answers.
Look, Michael's looking underneath the cup to see if there's a hose that's like draining it slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's getting less and less. I'm saying, hey, what the hell?
Before we close up the show today, we're at 58 minutes here. Before we close it up, Nick, if you don't mind if I target you, because you're next on my list. I'm sniping you now. Sorry, the other way. I got to point the other way. Camera is reversed. You said you went through the website last night and you gave me a comment on Skype that I found really interesting. Do you remember what it is?
Well, I was looking at the amount of content there is on the site, and it was just amazing how much content there is in there. Like, I sort of dabbled here and there, so I didn't look at, but there's so much I haven't gotten into each step. But there's a lot of awesome content in there, and I was really impressed.
That's it.
by how much content there was. So I think that's a plus for you and for everybody who's building the site. It's like a really good resource for people to use.
That's it. And it caught my attention when you wrote that. And it really hits close because we spend so many hours putting this stuff together, and very few people actually say anything about it. Or we get tech support tickets, like Kerry and I saw a tech support ticket. I can't sign up. How could you possibly expect me to go through 800 videos? I don't have time for all that.
Yeah.
Then I wrote back,
Like,
if you go to
pick whatever
YouTube,
one you want.
I wrote back to the person, I said, if you go to YouTube, you don't need to watch all the videos on YouTube to have a membership at YouTube. You know, no, but it's nice to finally have someone who, from a fresh aspect, look at the website and say, "Wow, this looks good." You know, so and as a group, and I told that to John, I told it to Kerry. I think even them, they said, "Oh, wow, that's a good sign."
Yeah. Like, well, there's so much in there, and there's stuff I want to specifically want to go back and look at. But I think anybody who's looking for some good resources and good information, it's coming from sources you can trust, and there's a lot there. So you can pick and choose what you want to work on, or you can pick and work in the niche that you're interested in. You have a wide range of topics available for everybody.
And there's more to come. I got another 216 videos I got to go through one by one and start adding them in. There's more. There's more. Oh, Click Track Profit. I need a series on Click Track Profit. And we need a series on Skype, Kerry.
Well, we could add Click Track Profit and then add Nick's learn how to, his how to, what did you call it? Learn with Nick?
Do you have a series of videos, Nick?
Yeah, that's what it is a series of videos on how to use the site.
Yeah.
But
would you be willing to allow us to add it to the video content for paid members?
Sure. Yeah, we could work on what I could select the videos that would be the best, sort of make it a little bit more condensed. I can work on that.
Yeah. See about doing that. There is a paper like with Jerry David. There's a paper we need documented stating what exactly we're allowed to distribute, and we'll get that up. And I think a lot of people will like this. There's a lot of talk about Click Track Profit, and I gotta say, I like the site. I like the program.
It is a membership site, but it's like $6 or $7 a month, and you can get a lifetime.
There's a lot of great training there,
and it has a lot of the basic training in there.
That's it.
So,
That's it. So there's a lot of stuff there too.
Good stuff. Yeah.
And it's a downline builder.
Yeah, it's probably the best downline user I've used because huge.
It's really great. It's really great, and that's what attracted me to Mardox when I first came across it, the realness, the genuineness of Nelson's videos and everything. And then,
what I liked about it the best was you go into it, you watch one video, you have to watch the whole thing, and then it checks it off, and then it lets you, and you have to take an action, and then it has you go on to the next video.
Yeah, we got to bring that back. We
I like that. Back. I really like that.
That was cool. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Is that at Click Track Profit or at Mardox?
At Click Track Profit.
Okay. Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah. Where it shows that you watched the video. Yeah. I'm working on getting the video system for hours too, so that it knows what videos you watched all the way through. It's a JavaScript. I got to find someone to program Java so I can get that going. You guys have anything else you want to talk about, or are we wrap it up for today?
You can wrap it up if you want.
Good. Mike, you always got something to say.
Well, for next time, no, a bit more about autoresponders because there's so many of them out there. What do we pick? What do we take? What do we,
Well, I would suggest wait about a month, and then you'll have your autoresponder service at Mardox directly, and it'll be included in your cost in your membership.
But it's a good thing to talk about, though.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
but of the paid ones, there's Aweber, there's Kerry, the one that you won that Traffic Wave.
There's Get Response.
Get Response.
Rocket Responder.
Auto Office Pilot.
Yeah, those are all pretty good ones.
Yeah, Rob.
There is a section in Mardox under resources for autoresponders. There's a couple of them listed there. So check that
But
out.
it's a good.
Yeah,
It's a
There
good.
is this thing to talk about with autoresponders about
Yeah.
whether to have a double opt-in or a single opt-in autoresponder.
Yeah, it's a
well,
good
right
topic.
right off the bat, it's double opt-in, because if somebody says, "I never agreed to be part of your list," you have to show that they confirmed. You have to. It's law.
But it's a,
Single.
but it's a
opt-
good topic. Yeah, it's a
Sing-
good topic for
Yeah.
for.
It
to
is a
talk.
good topic
Yeah,
for another
yeah. So
Jamie.
we can do it tomorrow. So tomorrow's topic, we'll talk about autoresponders. And
Yeah.
we'll get Mike in there because I know Mike wants to be in. Okay, so this
tomorrow.
was a daily live chat for Mardox.com for December 14th, 2016. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. All three functions. Subscribe, like, and comment on the videos. We're giving away two $25 Amazon gift cards to two separate winners this month. The winners will be drawn out of the digital hat at the end of the month. So if you do not subscribe, like, and comment, you will not be eligible. So do that and win a prize. I know Nick's going to subscribe, right, Nick? I haven't seen you subscribed yet.
I thought I was subscribed.
Oh, I don't know. I took a quick peek. Go subscribe, Nick. And we'll be back tomorrow. So tomorrow's top topic is going to be autoresponders, obviously. And we'll see you then. You guys want to say bye?
Have a good one.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.